Hello dear teachers, I'm Shahida and I'm glad to welcome you back to our Linguatic Club. Today I will show you how to teach classroom language to 3rd grade students using the National Course Book for 3rd grade. Unit 1, Lesson 2. If you wish, you may turn in the book to the page 29. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're all fine. Let's play a guessing game. Look at these words, please. There are only consonants and no vowels. Let's put the vowels back to their places. Look at the first word. C, L. What's the vowel? Yes, right. A. Double S, R. What are the next two vowels? Double O, good, and M. Classroom, great. Look at the second word. L, yes, A, M, G. Do you know the vowel? It's U, and A, G, and the last vowel is E. That's the word language. These are the words classroom, language. Today we will be talking about classroom language. I will show you pictures and you tell me if you know the phrases that these pictures represent. Look at the first picture here. What is the word here? Yes, listen. Say it again, please. Listen. One more time. Listen. How do you spell the word listen? L-I-S-T-E-N. Great. The next picture. Yes, sit down. Repeat after me, please. Sit down. Once again, sit down. Do we write this as two words or as one word? Yes, we write this phrase as two words. Sit down. Spell the word sit. S-I-T. Then the word down. D-O-W-N. Sit down. Good. The next picture. Yes, that's the opposite of sit down. It's stand up. Say it again, please. Stand up. One more time. Stand up. Are there two words or one word? Yes, this phrase is written as two words. Spell the word stand first. S-T-A-N-D. Then the word up. U-P. Stand up. Okay, let's continue. Look at this picture. Here is the teacher. What does the teacher say? Right. Look at the blackboard. Once again, look at the blackboard. And one more time. Look at the blackboard. Great. How many words are there? Yes, there are 4 words. Spell them, please. Look. L-O-O-K. At. A-T. The. T-H-E. Blackboard. B-L-A-C-K-B-O-A-R-D. Look at the blackboard. Good. What about this picture? Come to the blackboard. Once again, come to the blackboard. And one more time, come to the blackboard. How do we spell the words come and to? C-O-M-E. What about the word to? T and O. The blackboard is written the same way. Come to the blackboard. Great. Look at this picture. I don't understand. Say it again. I don't understand. And once again, I don't understand. How many words are there? Yes, there are 3 words. I, then the word don't. D, O, N, apostrophe, T. Understand? U, N, D, E, R, S, T, A, N, D. Great. I don't understand. The next picture. Okay. May I come in? Once again. May I come in? And one more time. May I come in? How many words are there? Yes, this phrase is written as 4 words. May, M-A-Y. I, and then come in. C-O-M-E-I-N. May I come in? Okay, what about this picture? Right. May I go out? One more time. May I go out? Once again. May I go out? Do we write go out as 1 word or as 2 words? Yes, as 2 words. How do we spell the words go and out? G-O-O-U-T. May I go out? Great. Look at this picture. Right. Open your books. Say it again. Open your books. And one more time. Open your books. How many words are there? There are 3 of them. Open. O-P-E-N. Your. Y-O-U-R. Books. B-O-O-K-S. Open your books. What do you think of this picture? Okay, close your books. Say it again. Close your books. Repeat after me one more time. Close your books. How do we spell the word close? C-L-O-S-E. Close your books. Okay, open your copybooks now and copy these phrases into your copybooks. Great. Now, listen to the phrases, repeat them, and point at the correct picture.
Unit 1. Lesson 2. Exercise 2.
Sit down. Look at the blackboard. May I come in? Close your books. Come to the blackboard. May I go out? Open your books. I don't understand. Listen. Stand up.
Okay, now cover the phrases, look at the pictures, and say the phrases by memory. Work with your friend. When you finish, you swap the roles and start from the beginning. Test your memory. Have you finished? Do you have the same answers? Great. Let's check it now. Look at me, please. I will mime one of the phrases. You look at me and guess what it is. Right, I don't understand. Okay, the next one. Yes, sure. Listen. Okay, sit down and stand up. Okay. Open your books. Close your books. That's great. Now, open your books on the page 30. Look at the exercise number 3. There are 10 pictures with 3 phrases under each picture. Let's choose the correct phrase for the pictures. For example, picture 1. What is it? Listen, sit down, or stand up? Yes, the correct phrase is sit down. Now you work individually and choose the correct phrases. Finished? Okay, you can compare your answers with your friend now. All right, let's listen to the track and check the answers all together now.
Unit 1. Lesson 2. Exercise 3. Sit down. Close your books. Look at the blackboard. Stand up. Open your books. May I go out? Listen. I don't understand. Come to the blackboard. May I come in?
Very well. And that's it for today. For your homework, you open the books on page 31 and do the exercise number 4. You look at the pictures and write correct phrases. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time. Welcome back, dear colleagues. I'm glad to have a talk with you about our demo lesson. Today we've been teaching our imaginary students some classroom language. Now I've got a question for you. When do you usually start teaching this topic to your young learners? As you may have noticed, it's one of the very first vocabulary lessons in our course book. It's really important to start teaching this topic at the beginning of the learning process, because this is something students are going to use every lesson. It's also important that you, dear teachers, use this language in your class, because you are the role model for your students. The earlier students start hearing the phrases in English, the sooner they will get accustomed to them and eventually will be able to use them as well. As you remember, I started the lesson with a little warm-up to help my students get prepared for the lesson. They might be familiar with the word classroom, while the word language could have been a bit more challenging for them. In that case, it's okay if you spell the words yourself, instead of waiting for the students to come up with the ideas and wasting the time. Even if your students manage to spell the words correctly, they may have problems with the stress and pronunciation. That's why you should drill the words all together after spelling. This warm-up can be used as a lead-in because it introduces the topic of the lesson. Then, as you might remember, I didn't present the new vocabulary right away. I asked our imaginary students if they know any phrases from the pictures instead. Why did I do that? It's a good idea to encourage your students to share their possible answers, because they may already know some of the phrases, such as listen or stand up, sit down. If your students are not familiar with this vocabulary, you will easily see that, and then you can present the phrases yourself. While presenting, do not forget to drill the words several times, because some of the phrases are really long and difficult for young learners to pronounce. Encourage the students to spell the words for you. This way, they will better memorize new vocabulary. After you finish, give your students some time to copy the sentences into their copybooks, so that they will have something to relate to when they do their homework or when they work on some of the exercises later on in the class. Do you remember what students did after they finished copying? Right, students listened to the recording, repeated the phrases and pointed at the correct pictures. You can use a board and pictures. You can simply stick the pictures to the board and ask your students to point at the correct ones when they listen to the recording. Or you can divide students into teams and they will race to choose correct pictures after they listen to the audio and repeat the phrases. What followed this activity? Yes, we had a bit of speaking practice. I asked students to cover the phrases and say them just looking at the pictures. This task better be done in pairs so that students will have the chance to test and correct each other if there are any mistakes. It's also important to ask the students to swap their roles for everyone to try speaking and listening to each other. Remember that you are free to use extra activities if your students are fast finishers. You can choose to play the miming game differently. You can ask some of the volunteers to mime the phrases, or you can prepare a set of cards with the phrases. Students will take the cards in turns, mime and guess each other's phrases. It's up to you how to do this activity. Just try to organize it in the most interesting way for your students. The next exercise was done through Think, Pair, Share technique. I gave the students the chance to choose the answers individually first, then they checked the answers in pairs with their friends, and after that the answers were checked in open class. You can simply use the recording for that, as I did, or you can ask individual students to read the answers. You can even do both. You can ask the students to read the first answer in chorus, and then you can play the recording to check whether it's right or not. Students will be happy to hear that their answers are correct. Continue like this with the rest of the phrases. So, let's sum up now. Classroom language is an important topic to teach because this is something your students are going to use every lesson. While teaching, try to use as many interesting and engaging ways as possible. Play games instead of routine checking and use some extra activities if your students are quick to learn. Now it's time for your homework. Let me give you some food for thought. Think of the possible warm-ups for the next lesson. What activities can be used as the revision of this topic at the beginning of the new lesson? We will talk about your ideas the next time we meet. I hope that this lesson was useful for you, dear colleagues. If you have any questions regarding the lesson, or if you want to clarify the points which are not clear to you, please feel free to contact us through our website. I'm really looking forward to seeing you soon, dear colleagues. Goodbye.